we are doing a double batch. We're not making a double batch of one beer, we're gonna make it two. So it's a little bit different. So I'm mashing here. I'm mashing in this guy. So it's gonna be either I'm gonna do a pale ale. I think I'm gonna do a supercharger, but I didn't have the recipe that I normally go with, so it's gonna be a little bit different. So and then I'm gonna make the New Zealand IPA because I have all the hops for that. So that's my brew day today. I haven't even got my my recipe together yet. So I got all the grains together, and I am in here in Beersmith, and I gotta tweak my hops. So I don't know what I'm getting right now, so that's what I'm doing. I'll see you guys later. Okay, it's time to Whirfloc. This thing is pretty full. Look at that thing. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I had enough liquid. I put 28 liters of water. There we go. And it's coming out pretty clear. Pretty clear. This is gonna be a pretty beer. So, like I said, I'm gonna be making two beers out of this. One's gonna be a New Zealand IPA. I don't have my Super Alpha, so I'm going to try a different bittering hop. So I'm going to use Rakau, and I think it's Rakau. I think Rakau Welch, something like that. So I got that. I think he gave me like 4 ounces from Michael Duncan. Thanks, Michael. And yeah, it's coming out pretty clear. So let's go ahead and start collecting that. Slow it down. Actually, it's going to have to come out a little bit quicker. I made a mistake. I was coming out my normal trickle for a double batch, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be a little bit more. So get that in there. Doop. There we go. These things are perfect. These are perfect for doing the Whirfloc, and we'll get this guy started. Got a fly in there. Get out of there, fly. There you go. Okay, we're out. So another thing that I did today, the red just got kicked. I put it in a growler and a growlette, and I have a Dunkelweiss. Right there, Dunkelweiss. The Dunkelweiss just got put in the thing, and I'm going to charge it up. There's a competition it's a local competition between the homebrew clubs. It's called Brewers Cup or something like that. So my friend Rick came over, I think 2 weeks ago, and we did a double batch. He didn't put his in secondary. I let mine in the secondary a little bit. He's doing a carbonate with sugar tabs, and then I'm going to do forced carbonate. So hopefully I can get it up in about 2 days. I can get 30 psi. So we are, there you go. Okay, this is pretty full, and I'm going to put half of this into here, but I gotta top this off because I like to have a 90-minute boil with this guy. And then, so I gotta collect that and see where I end up. Let's see. Alright, coming close. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, so we're gonna split this, and then we'll get our boil going. Oh yeah, it is a nice color. I'm pretty happy with the color. It's a couple malts. I mean, I've never made a beer with this grain bill before, so I think it's gonna come out pretty good. A couple different Carared and Caramalt I'm using. So yeah. Okay, we are adding to the New Zealand IPA. I marked them down at the bottom so I don't screw them up. This one is not the supercharger because the green bill is totally different. So I call it the Roadrunner. So there we go, it's Rakau. And thank you, Michael Duncan. 1 ounce. Maybe. See, it's hard. Okay. Okay, time for the Roadrunner. There we go. That's going pretty good. We're about 5 minutes apart. My brew dog is out. It's LJ. And Roadrunner. And then this is New Zealand. So I'm doing the 30-minute drop. And then I don't add one for another like 30 minutes on that on the Roadrunner. And time for the 15-minute hop. Okay, so we got our 10-minute hop on this one. There we go. And then we got our 5-minute hop on this guy. There we go. Get these guys mixed up. Okay, the brew day is done, and finally, well, I've been sipping a little bit today. This is my ideal ale. This is the one I posted a recipe on maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. So this was a possible entry for SJ4 Challenge, but the other one I thought might have tasted good. But this is a really good session beer. This is 4.1%, and it is really good. Okay, so the supercharger, I because it's not my supercharger recipe, I have now named it the Roadrunner. It's a Roadrunner Pale Ale, and I got 75% efficiency on this one, and it's going to be pretty good. Pretty much the same hop schedule, just a little bit tweaked at the bittering hop that I normally do. So. I will post a recipe for this one. I do know that I have to order some Simcoe because I was down for my dry hop. I'm supposed to put 2 ounces of Simcoe in for dry hop, and I only have half an ounce, so I need to order some Simcoe. And then the New Zealand IPA. So the New Zealand IPA, it's good however I make it, because I use pretty much the same hops. This is Motueka for the flavoring and the aroma. But every time I make it, it's pretty solid. This one, I split the recipe down the middle. A little bit, maybe I made the Roadrunner a little bit weaker, and it actually showed. The original gravity estimate was supposed to be 1061. It actually came out at 1070. I believe that I actually split it a little bit differently, so this one ended up, and I think it evaporated from the boil and everything a little bit. I still ended up with like 5 1/4, 5 1/2. Hops are going to have, I'm going to lose some in the hops, but again, and then it's really warm out, so I got the temps down to right around 90 degrees, and I'm going to go ahead, put them up in the beer room. They'll cool down overnight, and then I will pitch a yeast in the morning. So I think that's all I got. 1070 OG, 1061 Roadrunner, and that's all I got for Homebrew Wednesday this week. So I will see you guys next week. I don't know if we'll be brewing. I really want to brew the Mosaic Ideal Ale again, so MIA. So that that came out really good. So I'm gonna do that. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace.